Well, it's Monday of finals week, and I just completed my first final, calculus, at 1 o'clock. I spent 3 hours in a room, scribbling away on pieces of paper, and I think I did pretty well, but we'll see. There were some really challenging problems on there, but it's a good way to get that finals vibe going, to punch out the toughest one at the beginning.
Another sign it's getting warm. The school decided to put the fountain back together. I suspect soon we'll see it running again. Well, I finished my 12K running with some of the, rowing I should say, with some of the better rowers on the team. And as a result, I feel like my time probably was reduced a bit from what it otherwise would have been. But still, it was a fight, as always, to stay below a 2-minute pace. So, gotta keep getting stronger with spring break. Well, it's Tuesday morning, and once again, I'm grateful that I don't have a morning final. The only final I have today is engineering technology at 3:30, and I'm going to be meeting up with my teammates again to make sure we finish up our final project book before then, as well as maybe a little bit of studying for it. I'm feeling reasonably confident about it because it's largely just memorizing some facts about the E-Tech programs and being able to take some projects through the design process, and also remembering what that process is, engineering feats and failures, that sort of thing. So, I'm feeling pretty good about it, and of course I'm going to go over it again, the material again, that is, beforehand to see how that works out and how I'm feeling about it still. But overall, I'm pretty happy about it, and of course I'm still hitting the crew workouts pretty hard to make sure that I'm on top of those. So, here we go. Finals week Tuesday. Well, I just finished up my Parbury workout and added a little bit of extra push-ups in there besides. It was the first time I managed to work out alone, actually, in a while. Pretty much in ever, actually, when it comes to the weight room. But it wasn't that bad. Managed to hang in there still and put up some pretty good weights there, increasing as before. So building up into spring break should be good. Furthermore, it looks like they're pumping water back into the fountain to refill it. So can't wait till that. Can't wait till that's happening. Well, I'm out of my E-Tech final. That took an extremely long time. Even though the de facto time limit, well, the one that was prescribed by the curriculum anyway, was about 2 hours from 3:30 to 5:30, the professor was quite lenient and said just be out of here before 7. So that was nice. Had to go through a bunch of different questions involving engineering and the disciplines that Western offers, but also got to go through some drawing processes and design a travel mug from beginning to end. So that was pretty neat. Great exercise and also a bit challenging. Well, it's Wednesday morning and I'm heading off for my crew workout. It's kind of ironic that even though this is finals week and I have a much more flexible schedule, I haven't been vlogging as much as I have been previously. I suspect that's because I've been filling all this time with random bits of studying occasionally, and also just trying to do stuff. I mean, I can't think a whole lot of why that is. Although I would like to point out that last night I had kind of a magical Miyazaki evening and watched Nausicaa of the Valley of the Wind with a couple friends. So that was definitely enjoyable. And of course, after that, went to the last late night. Said goodbye to a couple people who I probably won't be seeing again until after spring break. So yeah, I have a feeling I'm going to be one of the very few people left. So, we'll see how that goes. Well, that was fun. 6 by 4 minutes at 2K pace, which is plus 3 seconds actually. To put that in perspective, stairs. 2K pace is roughly what I'd be racing at. So really hard, fast workout, but it was good. Finished it still.
Well, I snapped back up after my head hit the desk. You know when you're like sort of drifting.
Trash and show.
I can say this for a lot of people. A lot of our ideas came after we were able to find materials we wanted. Finding materials can be an adventure for sure. I had a whole bunch of materials still in my room that probably are still going to be for a while. And it really tailored the design of my dress. And I used my drawings to help, but the materials did help tailor the actual design.
I'm extremely happy that starting with this guy, raspberry yogurt and granola heaped in a bowl,
my eating habits have kind of snowballed into something a bit healthier, with the exception of this Boston cream parfait.
It's a beautiful day out now. It's been cloudy and drizzly earlier, but now we're getting some sunshine. I think I'm going to do some studying outside today. Well, here I am, going to my last blues of the quarter. It may be slightly ill-advised since I've got a final at 8 a.m. tomorrow, but if I minimize the amount of time I spend, I should be fine. Just make sure I stay in control of my faculties, and of course, my willpower to keep dancing must, at some point, be restrained in favor of performing well on physics tomorrow. Well, I'm on my way to my last final. Got myself a banana, got some books in my backpack, and after that, I'll be completely finished, and I can basically kind of cool off and prepare for spring break, possibly by going to the hot tub and thrift shopping. Done with finals, yeah! On my way back from the hot tub. But man, this is just a brilliant sunshiny day. You can hear the robins chirping and everything. It's an excellent way to finish up my finals. The fountain is on, so it's official, so is spring.
Literally just realized it's the first day of spring.
Well, it's been quite nice walking around downtown Bellingham and getting some shopping done. And of course, look at all this sunshine. Spring really is kicking into higher gear, I think. On a day like today, there's no better thing to do than wear your best sunglasses and enjoy the sunshine along with all the other people. It's a beautiful day.
You know that it's getting close to the end of the quarter when they shut down the pizza stand.
Yeah, you could just get it.
For the first time in pretty much forever, all of the windows in this room are open. And even though it's about 5:45 today, the light is still excellent in here.
Well, it's about halfway through my morning cardio run, and I thought I'd show you where I am. This is on the Interurban Trail in Bellingham. It parallels Chuckanut Drive, and it goes all the way to Larrabee State Park, and it's definitely quite long. I've managed to go 30 minutes so far. That's from school, of course, so it took me a little while to actually find the place first. But it's just completely gorgeous. You can see all this kind of nature area just basically growing unbounded. I think this bridge actually is the one that'll take me to Larrabee State Park if I go far enough. But seriously, this is great. I can see why people like the Arboretum so much, because it's kind of like a small sampling of this, but there's so much more out here to explore, and I think I'll have to dedicate more time to doing that in the future. Ooh, almost back to campus, but look at that. Deer crossing, everybody.
Well, I'm at the last dining hall meal of the quarter. You can tell because they've closed off half of the hall. They just don't need all that space anymore. There just aren't enough people left to fill it. Spring break. Spring break forever. Alright, I'm all packed and ready to go. It's time to take off for a crew break.
Was that a funny tech joke? There you go.
Oh, everything's technically been melted.
No, dude, it actually hasn't melted. You can tell from the strain on the plastic.
What the hell am I? Now, back off!
Ball sandwich. Fraser Valley duel over. Cruise spring break begins. Oh, check it out. We can always put some ground bison in there. Alright, cooking up some dinner right now here and finishing up for the week's vlog. So, see you all later, guys. The work begins tomorrow.